Good morning. I am Freedom family. How are we all today? I hope we all doing well. It's a great morning. It's a absolutely great day. So let's get started for our topic for today. Self-compassion. Now, self-compassion is a key because when we are able to be gentle with ourselves in the midst of the shame, we are more likely to reach out, connect, and experience empathy toward others. Now, having compassion for oneself is also no different than having compassion for others. So when you have compassion about yourself, that will help you go and it allow you to be or having a compassion for others. Now think about what the experience of compassion feel like. So first, to have compassion for others, you must notice that they are suffering. That's the first thing. And as a human nature, we tend to notice if somebody's suffering. If you ignore that homelessness person on the street, you cannot feel compassion for how difficult his or her life may be. Now, the second point is compassion involves feelings, feeling moved by others. It's the feeling, it's emotions that we have. Suffering to that your heart respond to their pain. When you have feeling toward others, when you see somebody suffering, ladies and gentlemen, we tend as a human nature, our heart tend to be like moved. It tend to be moved. So when we have a compassion for someone, we tend to see the suffering. When this occurs, ladies and gentlemen, you feel warmth, caring, and the desire to help the suffering person in some way. So when you have a compassion for someone, you tend to feel the suffering, you tend to feel the pain. Having compassion also means that you offer understanding and kindness to others when they fail or make mistakes, rather than judging them harshly. What we call it sympathy. Yeah, we call it sympathy, empathy. It depends on how you look at it, but it's an emotion, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, when you feel compassion for other person rather than mere pity, it means that you realize that suffering, failure, and imperfection is a part of the shared human experience. You realize it. You realize it's okay. People tend to suffer, but our compassion, our emotions tend to us realize that there is failure, there is suffering, there is imperfection. It's a part of human nature. Now, self-compassion, ladies and gentlemen, involves responding in the same supportive and understanding way you would with good friends when you have a difficult time. fail or notice something you don't like about yourself. We tend to judge ourselves very, very harshly, ladies and gentlemen. We tend to beat ourselves. But when you have that self-compassion, you respond. You will have support for yourself. Before you giving it to others, have it for yourself. Don't beat yourself. The same understanding that you give to your friends, to your neighbor, to your family, give it to yourself. The same sort of love, give it to yourself. Instead of just ignoring your pain and you stop, tell yourself, this is really difficult right now. Ask yourself, how can I comfort and care for myself at this moment or in this moment? We all go through things. We all do stupid things. We all fail. We all do. But the most important, you don't need to blame yourself. You don't need to be harsh on yourself. Have self-compassion. Comfort yourself. Ask yourself, how can I comfort and care about myself or for myself at this moment? Because you are important. It's important to give yourself, be gentle with yourself. Don't be harsh. If you cannot give self-compassion to yourself, you won't be able to give it to others. You won't be able to give it to others. It's very important. Be gentle with yourself. Instead of mercilessly judging and criticizing yourself for various inadequate or shortcoming, self-compassion means you are kind and understanding when confronted with personal failure or personal failings. After all, whoever said you were supposed to be perfect? We're not perfect, ladies and gentlemen. We are not perfect. We tend to feel down. We tend to fail. We tend to do things. But when we're down or things happen, don't beat yourself up. Have self-compassion. You may try to change in a ways that allow you to be more healthy and happy. Look for yourself. Look for the way that makes you happy. Do that because you care about yourself. Do things that you love. Not because you are worthless or unacceptable as you are. Having compassion for self means that you honor and accept yourself. It's very important. You have got to honor and accept yourself as the way you are. Yes, we change ourselves. Yes, we do personal development. We try to develop ourselves. But when things happen, we don't tend to beat ourselves. Don't beat yourself up. You've got to understand that you have to honor yourself. Honor yourself. Accept yourself. You don't need to change for anybody. You need to change for yourself. Things will not always go the way we want them to be or we want them to go. It's okay. It's all right. You will encounter frustration, losses will occur. You will make mistakes. You will bump up against your limitations. You will fall short for your ideals. This is a human condition, a reality shared by all of us. It's all right. The more you open your heart to this reality, instead of constantly fighting against it, the more you will be able to feel compassion for yourself and all your fellow humans in the experience of life. It's all right. It's absolutely okay. Self-compassion, ladies and gentlemen, is simply giving the same kindness to ourselves that we would give to others. So the same self-compassion, same love, same care, same sympathy, same gentle. You have to give it to yourself first. Very important. Self-compassion, ladies and gentlemen, it's a way of emotionally recharging our batteries rather than becoming drained by helping others. Self-compassion allows us to fill up our internal reserves so that we have more to give to those who need us. Ladies and gentlemen, have self-compassion, care about yourself, be absolutely, encourage yourself, love yourself, support yourself before you support and love others. Thank you so much for jumping on. Have an incredible day. Until I see you next time. Bye-bye.